All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with a real quick post-fight reaction. All right, y'all, Juliana Miller, Juju Miller versus Luana Santos. Shout out to Luana Santos. This is what you got to do, man. You got to go in there and make a statement. You got to go in there and look good. Get yourself a nice, solid victory, and that's what Luana Santos did. First round finish over Juju Miller in a UFC debut, man. I really think, man, Juju, she just has a lot to work on, man. And I'm going to get to that here in a minute in this video. But Luana Santos, I was kind of leaning towards her in this one. Really, it's 50-50 because, you know, we got to see how these newcomers, they prove themselves. But pretty much what I was thinking, as far as what I said last night, when it comes down to her striking, I thought her striking was going to be her effective weapon in this fight. Not necessarily her judo, because I kept looking at the straight punches. You know, her straight punches were quicker. You know, her form looked a lot better than Juju. You know, Juju, she can land some offensive shots, some powerful shots, but they usually come with some awkward positions, much like in this fight. Like, the first 30 seconds or 40 seconds or, like, first minute of the fight, I'd say Luana Santos did look a little skittish. You know, she looked a little skittish in there, had to find her footwork whenever Juju started coming after. You know, she got hit a couple of times until she was able to measure her range. She started landing more straight punches, and she was finding a home with that jab. And that's what I'm saying. Look, if a fighter knows how to utilize their jab, they're going to have success. You know, and Santos was fighting off a nice jab. Juju tried to close the distance where she wanted to keep the fight. She went in early, tried to clinch up, but Luana Santos had a nice reversal, reversed it to the cage, created that range again, went back to the center, and just kept on, you know, sticking that jab out. And she was landing a nice stiff jab right down the pipe. Then she started cracking Juju with the right hand. Juju landed a few good shots of her own, but they didn't really do much damage on Santos. Santos was really, like, cracking her with these punches. Now, it didn't look like they were that hard, but for some reason, Juju, you know, like, I don't know if that chin is wearing down, but, like, she was getting hurt from these right hands. And the minute she started eating them stiff jabs, followed by the right hands, she was getting just put into the cage, and that's where she was just staying. Like, she was just trying to throw back and fight off a heart at this point. There was no adjustments made. Juju was just, like, letting go. It was just like autopilot, just trying to fight back and just let these shots fly. But every time she would let them hands fly, Santos would just come back with the overhand right and keep stiffing her with that jab. She hit her with like 4 or 5 jabs consecutive. And then she just started loading up the right hand against the cage and just kept cracking her until, you know, finally the referee, you know, he saw fit to step in. And that was it, man. So, yeah, Luana Santos, in my opinion, like, she still looked a little green in there as far as how her hands looked, but the commitment was there. You know, the jab was stiff, and the right hand at times was off the mark. You know, she was still kind of loading up, but I think a lot of those shots just really came due to the fact that Juju Miller has zero defense. You know, this girl keeps running in head first and keeps trying to, like, explode right in the beginning when she's this long, tall fighter that needs to fight more in a Muay Thai stance, or even like Caitlin Chikagian, and let shots fly before she just jumps in. You know, like, mix it up first. You know, mix it up, throw long head kicks, throw long punches, and then if you want to take it down, you know, set it up with strikes. You know what I mean? Like, she just continues to, like, bum rush and throw away her range and her leg reach as well, man. So, yeah, good win for Luana Santos. You know, definitely, like I said, she needs a little bit more work herself, but from what I've seen, you know, she's committing to her jab, and that's going to get her somewhere as long as she commits to straight punches. But Juju Miller, she's 0-2 right now in the UFC. I say the UFC should probably cut her. You know, maybe she should, you know, let it go just for now. Like I said, this ain't no disrespect. Just let it go for now and go back to work at Invicta or LFA. Get some work in there, because she only has, what, 5 fights. She only got like 5-6 fights, I believe. You know, she was coming in this in, what, 3-1, 4-1, I believe. Let me go ahead and check. You know, I want to go ahead and give y'all a correct number here, because it's a low number as far as wins too. So, you know, I think that, you know, Juju Miller still has a lot of levels to learn, you know, and when you're her age, being cut, yeah, she's 3-3. Yeah, she was coming in 3-2 with only 5 fights. So now she's 3-3. So at 3-3, at 27 years old, you know, there's a lot to learn. There's still a lot to learn for her. You know, there's a lot to learn as far as, you know, getting her reach under wraps. You know, she needs to start controlling her her overall pressure and just that go-get-'em attitude, just kind of slow it down, pace herself. But, yeah, getting cut now, that would benefit her. Yeah, only 6 fights in her whole professional career. There's a lot to learn right now. There's a lot to learn for her. I think she can still train with a lot of the UFC fighters, the high-level fighters. Just go back to Invicta or LFA or something like that. But I think, man, she needs to link up with Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena could really wake something up and get her locked in, man. Yeah, I think she would really do some wonders for her. But yeah, man, that's where I stand with that. Alana Santos, solid victory, solid first round finish for her. Juju, I think, needs to go back to the drawing board, leave the UFC and just get that work in, so she can come back better than ever. There's no problem in being humbled like that right now early in your career when you're only 27 years old. That's all I got on this, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.